And we're back. Right. Oh, whoa.
Jesus. Oh shit, we saw Rob's screen. Oh fuck.
That's
See, he's in that code fight move.
Very well. Your request is granted, Mr. Godot. Just don't stop to play any damn card games. We'll resume on Mr. T. Gray is ready to take the stand. Until then, I'm going to go eat my lunch. I'm going. Court is adjourned. Fuck off.
To be continued.
As long as a quarterly stop in front of a cliffhanger.
Remember right back.
Wait, what? Where are you going?
I'm gonna go
Away.
check something about water.
It's fine.
Away.
I mean, I guess.
So we're
Yeah,
finally
George-
going to see the tiger on the stand. You've almost got this case won now, Nick.
I wish I could agree.
George doesn't get to do anything now.
For a little bit.
Well, for the rest of this case, yeah.
When I cross-examined Mr. Armstrong just now, he said he was just doing what the tiger told him to do. But Godot picked up on it, remember? He pointed out that without proof, we don't know if what he testified is the truth.
You mean you think Mr. Armstrong was lying?
I don't know, but if that's the line the prosecution takes, we could be in trouble. I get the feeling that we don't have the case-making evidence we're going to need.
Oh no, never mind, George.
George.
Who's this?
Gumshoe. He's the only guy who goes pal.
Hey, pal. I don't know what everyone is.
Detective Gumshoe!
What are you so jumpy about, Detective? Your hair's standing on end.
Hey, that's the buckle and kettleblack. Look, it's topped up.
Oh.
It's not a top knot.
It's two.
Never mind about the hair, just calm down, alright?
I can't stand still when I don't have a job to do. I kind of got wound up.
No kidding.
Gotta give me. You could have something you need me to do, pal. Anything.
Well,
Hey, I'm gonna take your job back down to the precinct. I could go get some prints analyzed for you if you got an hour.
an hour? The trial will have reconvened by then.
But Nick, we still don't have a really decisive piece of evidence, right?
True. Without some kind of trump card to pull out of the bag, we're really stuck. You said you could get some fingerprint analysis done in an hour?
You bet.
In that case, would you mind checking the prints on this for me?
I think it's the bottle you need to give him, right?
This one.
Yeah, because it has unidentified fingerprints.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, oh boy, it's Furio Tigre, and well, I don't know. We might
Maybe-
have to.
Oh, that's good, Lords.
If you're going back to the station anyway, would you find out whose prints are on this?
Oh hey, that's the small bottle I gave back to you this morning, eh?
Yeah, I think it's time we solve this last mystery of who the prints on it belong to.
Yeah, sure thing, pal. Actually, that's been annoying me too.
Small bottle given to Detective Gumshoe.
Alright, I'll get yourself to the lab right away. Make sure you don't lose the case before I get back.
Gumshoe,
Oh,
I had to
boy.
report. Gumshoe, I had to report an issue.
This is pretty much the final showdown, I guess.
It's time to separate the ponies from the real guys.
We lost it. It's only been 2 seconds.
It's time to analyze the fingerprints on this. They're mine?
Yeah, why? 2 days, match. Oh
He
shit!
pulls it out of the bag of his bare hands.
Oh shit! My hands are on there. Where did this come from? I'm
I
not
didn't do
it. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Godot, did you find this Furio Tigre?
I even tamed him for you. It was a 3-cup job. No problem.
You just throw 3 cups of coffee at him.
Tamed him? The guy's maiden name may be Furio Tigre, but come on. He's pretty lively. Be careful. He still bites.
Very well. Please show Mr. Tigre to the stand. Oh my god, what is this, man? Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Ah!
Don't hide under the table, Maya. Unless there is room for me down there, too.
Would you mind?
What you just say to me?
No, nothing. I didn't say nothing. Honest.
Who could have guessed that fear would induce a bad Brooklyn accent in the judge?
I didn't. I missed the golden opportunity.
I got business to take care of, you hear me? So who the hell called me into this hole? Was it you, Spiky?
No, of course not. It was, the judge. Your Honor.
Oh dear, I seem to have dropped my pen. One sec. Yeah, I think I dropped it, right? Okay. Wait, where is it? I have no idea where it is. Somebody just carry on proceeding as normal.
That's it. We're doomed. Maybe you didn't hear me. I said who the hell was it that called me in here?
Can I step back on my chair now, Rob?
Yes.
Thank you.
There's no need to shout. We can all hear you. What do you say? There's no point struggling. You're caught in a snare. The relentless snare of the law. And I'm the one that hauled you in. Grr.
That's too cool.
Damn it, well...
Don't let him get the better of you, Nick.
Rob, you're gonna be under the table when you say that.
Let's start with the basics. You know about the incident in question, correct? Incident? I don't know nothing about no stinking incident, masked boy! You mean you didn't attend the previous trial of Maggie Bird? Maggie who? I got more than important things to do than watch cartoon dramas.
Of course. Well, please, perhaps you could give us your testimony then. Please tell us about what you did on the day of the murder.
Phoenix, right.
Does it actually sound like I'm under the table?
You's the one who set this up, didn't ya? You's gonna regret the day you ruffled the tiger's fur. You hear what I'm saying?
Maybe I should have brought a diaper with me today.
Ah!
Get a grip, Nick.
Well, did it actually sound like under the table?
Yes, it does.
Yay.
I don't know nothing about no murder. I was tied up with business in December last year, spent all of my time in the office. I got whales lined up to borrow cash from Tender Linda every single day. Yous want to check my alibi? Just ask via letter.
Ah, at last I found my pen. It's almost as if I dropped it on purpose. Oh shit! I dropped it again. What is it? Please, goodness, could you refrain from shouting like that?
I know the kind of games that the guy Bloom plays. That lowlife ain't no lawyer. He just punches away at stupid details until he wins.
Lowlife? Me?
Listen up, smarty. Every time you ask me something that doesn't relate to this case, I'm gonna bill you $50,000, and you's gonna borrow the cash from me.
That's one loan contract I refuse to sign.
I don't think it ain't gonna hurt when you get tangled with a tiger.
Ha!
Okay.
Love a
Back.
good spectator sport.
Okay, let me back on my chair again. Fuck. Just a minute, that's really not...
This witness is, how can I put it? Hunky tiger roaming the urban jungle. In his best and he'll bite everyone's heads off. Yours too.
Very well. I have no choice but impose a penalty system here.
You's better be listening. I said I got business to take care of. Big business. If I don't split now, I ain't gonna catch my bus.
You take the bus? Only I do that. The court will now impose a penalty for irrelevant pressing of a witness. That means no more bullshit, Wright. Keep that in mind as you begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. My ass already hurts from going on the floor so often.
You can do it, Nick.
Come out from under there already, would you, Maya? Alright, Jesus. This is gonna be annoying.
Yeah, so you can't press, obviously, press.
I can't press properly now. I was tied up with business, spent in December there. Spent all of my time in my office.
What about that calendar?
It's not the calendar that I'm borrowed, but it's Viola's medical papers.
Yeah, but the calendar says that he had business. I don't remember when he had, like, to go see him, but what was the date on the calendar again?
December 3rd.
Yeah, so you had to go meet with the tiger.
So this is a contradiction.
Yes. It should be. Wait, what? It isn't? He said he was in his office the entire time.
Okay, well, let's see if I can press it then.
You can't I mean, maybe? Try it.
Are you sure about that? We were talking about 1 month ago, you know. You see these teeth? That's how sharp my secretary is.
Sharp. Is he talking about Viola Cadaverina?
She writes everything in my scheduler. December, mainly in the office. That's what it
Sounded like you're
says.
about to say Avada
So that's where I was.
That seems like a rather sketchy schedule.
There he goes again. What the tiger did all December isn't the issue. What's important is what he was doing on the day of the murder. So, now what?
That's harder, man.
Gary Percy.
Mr. Tigray, what use a wand?
If you wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail?
This is a dead end trait and you know it. Remember the rules. bitch.
Objection! No, it's essential that we establish the witness's alibi accurately.
I agree.
The victim was killed on December 3rd. Were you in the office that day too? Maybe you ain't listening. Of course I was. I never set foot outside. The coronavirus and shit.
Yeah, go for coronavirus.
I had meetings all day with a bunch of cats wanting to do business with me. I ain't never seen that young kid before.
I do believe the witness's last statement was important. Mr. Godot, if you could please.
Mr. Trigger, the court asks you to add the last statement to your testimony.
Don't let that animal beat you. Be a man, Your Honor, and ask him yourself.
You want to fucking cool?
They used talking about? I was at the office too. I never saw that kid before.
I don't get to sit on my chair in this case.
Right. So now we need the calendar.
The calendar.
Objection!
That's correct, you just had to press it first, fair enough.
Mr. Tigray, you claim you didn't know Mr. Glenn Elg, but it appears that Mr. Elg knew you. What? Mr. Elg left this little note on his calendar. Meet with the tiger. Dated December 3rd.
December 3rd?
The eye of the tigers.
That's the day of the murder.
So, Mr. Tigray, I submit that you did indeed know one Mr. Glenn Elg, because on the very day of the incident, you met with him.
What did they say? Tell me more.
Not bad. You's actually not bad.
Sorry?
I was just messing with yous to see how good you were.
Did you hear that, Nick? He said you're not bad. That's one compliment I can't do without. Plus, he's lying to you. Oh, sorry. That's one compliment I can do without. Plus, he's lying through his teeth.
Look, man, he did good, kid. Witness, please remember that you're under oath. Lies will not be tolerated.
You's calling me a liar? Is that what you's doing?
Alright. You're saying that you claim to have never seen that kid before is true.
I said I'm dead serious. You's better believe that's the truth.
Okay, Naruto.
And I say that gives me time to enjoy another cup of pure black magic.
Alright, here we go, Goblin.
That is, while you testify for the court again, Mr. Eagle.
Oh yes, please indulge the court, witness.
He never
I
actually
do
met the
that.
victim? That's got to be a lie right there. It's time I nail this guy.
Nah, man, the last guy's the one who wants that.
Sorry, Blue Boy. I don't swing that way.
My back's gonna break.
And stop fucking doing it!
No.
Lawrence is really putting in his, putting in the effort.
I had to basically, not only do I have the voice, I have to actually act it out, alright?
I ain't no liar. I never met Glenn.
I ain't
Elg.
gonna. Oh, so you tell me I need to go to Rob's house and toss a coffee mug at him?
There was some lame guy with that name, though. Wanted to borrow cash from me. I set up a meeting with the guy at my office, 10 to Linda. I waited around for him, but he ain't never showed. I ain't never been to that Toy Beyond joint news here.
Well, Rob, you know what the contradiction here is?
How do you know the name turned
I see. That all seems perfectly logical. He had arranged a meeting with the victim, but he didn't show up.
I've heard it's pretty hard to keep appointments when you're dead.
It's also pretty hard when the coronavirus is about. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you saying anything?
Didn't I tell you I got a big deal
Fucking
going down
news
today?
literally all the night. I'm fucking tired of hearing it.
I know.
I ain't gonna make my bus now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. That bill's going straight to you, right?
You're not Fury Tigray, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, but Wright's losing his shit.
Yeah, shit did not lose.
Right, you know the question, you know the thing, right?
It's this one.
Yeah.
But how would he know?
Present.
Oh wait, something was
because
found in his office, wasn't it? The Trebian
Yes,
matches.
the matches. Yeah, the matches.
Objection!
You're being there, boy.
Mr. Tigray, is there something you'd like to tell the court about these matches?
Matches? What are you talking about?
We found them in your office at Tenderlender. They're from that restaurant.
What?
If you've really never been to Trebian before, what was the book of the restaurant's matches doing on your desk?
You's been snooping around my stuff too, wise guy? What are you, my ball and chain? Ain't no broad controlling me.
Wow, what rich. Order.
Yeah.
Well, witness, I think it's time you started telling us the truth, don't you? Sorry, I'm terribly sorry. Please forgive me.
Alright,
I ain't no
by the
pussycat.
end of this.
I ain't no
Worse,
pussy.
gonna have a concussion or something.
No, I'm gonna have a sore ass is what I'm gonna have.
I don't go back on what I said. But, okay, I was at the joint that day.
What?
But listen good, alright? I might have been there, but I still never met that kid.
Well. Looks like an order just came for another testimony.
We don't serve those here at McDonald's, I'm afraid.
Fuck!
So this is a Wendy's.
Sorry, this is a Wendy's. I'm this close to proving it was him. He did meet Glenn Elk that day, and he did put poison in his coffee. He must have.
Right.
I was supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant that afternoon. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. I figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be, so I split. I heard the cops' sirens on my way out and went straight back to my office.
Oh, see me first. I see. You didn't actually meet with him in the end, then. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hold it! If I wait around here any longer, I ain't even gonna make the normal express. No more stupid questions.
Ah, no problem. Anytime Trey presses you on anything relevant, I'll see he pays penalty.
Mr. Godot, that's my job.
Yeah, well, it's mine now, bitch. Job is to slam that little hammer of yours and call a guilty verdict. Do it!
Are you fucking telling me what to do?
Yes, I literally just
I
did
am
it. Where
not.
the fuck were you?
No, I am not doing it.
Hey, Judge, meet me after.
Okay,
The
sir.
special express ain't cheap, right? Just so yous know since yous paying.
Oh man, doesn't the rule of law mean anything around here?
I feel like I feel like Ross Tim that wants to see him in this office. Oh shit, no! Help, guys! Help! Right, so he was supposed to meet the kid at the restaurant.
This is fine, no one's contesting this. When I
Whatever,
opened the door
it's
to
a
the
joint,
joint, I saw
so-
one ugly scene.
So it implies that he saw the body before he came in.
Is this relevant? Yeah, this should be relevant. An ugly scene? What do you mean?
The witness already told. The witness has already told us, Trey, which makes that question irrelevant.
But
Limit yourself to 70 cups of coffee during trial, that's the rule. Better limit the number of times you take a penalty, Trey. Or your guts will look like the inside of a chimney ash.
So maybe burn you again, Mr. Wright. I've already done enough sick burns on you for a lifetime.
I guess I shouldn't have pressed him on that.
Guess I'm gonna make that special express after all.
So to recap, this ugly scene you saw was...
I was laid out at the table, stiff as concrete, this is fine. I figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be, so I split.
Okay. Press on that one, I guess.
This one?
The one behind. The one behind it, maybe. Like he said, he figured if it wasn't gonna, it's gonna be serious.
So you didn't actually set foot inside the restaurant then? The tiger is a busy cat. Don't hang around for no one. I ain't got time to be caught up in no murder investigation. So, when exactly did you pick up the matches?
There are matches just inside the front door. The detective friend wound up in trouble with the chef after taking $5 home.
Ah, so this detective
Oh,
George is
yeah,
our glasses.
It's almost enough to make a man cry.
Still here, George?
I heard the cop sirens on my way out, so I went straight back to my office.
George, you took like 5 boxes of matches. Why'd you do it?
You know.
Are you an arsonist? Are you out?
You went straight back? Did a bout of guilt suddenly hit you for what you did? What yous are trying to say? You trying to tell me yous ain't never been guilty of nothing?
You'll have our crosses to bear. You'll have to swallow the dark secrets we hide. Like this!
The courtroom's not exactly the place to talk about dark secrets, is it?
I'm
No, you
pretty
gotta
sure
keep it up like this!
Well, Mr. Wright, you've done it again. You wasted my fucking time.
Ouch. Jesus. How about a penalty for those two jokers and the garbage they keep coming up with? Well,
Yeah,
Nick,
but
what do you
played
think? He's running out of ways to avoid the truth. I need to press him fast before he has time to think things through. I've got to come right back at him with a contradiction. Be careful what you press him on, though, or you'll get penalized, okay?
I remember that statement, you know, where we already pressed him on the statement where it's like, I figured it was going to be a murder or something like that. So how do you know there's like a thing where it's like, how do you know there's going to be a murder?
Yeah, he said, I figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was going to be, so I split.
Maybe he didn't set to put in the order. He couldn't. No, Rob, I know where it is. Get the restaurant map.
Huh?
Look at the restaurant map.
Look at the
Sorry, the
restaurant
layout.
map.
You know, the floor plans.
Yeah?
He couldn't have possibly seen it because the front door is. You see where the front door is?
Ah, okay.
Yeah, he couldn't. He wouldn't be able to see what's inside the door.
So
'cause he
it's
didn't stay
here,
outside
right?
of it. Yeah, I guess because he can't see what's in front of the door because it's blocked. So either this statement or the other one. I don't know. I presume it's this statement.
It'll be this one, I think.
Well, how would you have seen it? Yeah. Question.
Objection!
You wouldn't be able to see it.
You're something of a loan-collecting pro, aren't you, Mr. Tigre? No one escapes the tiger's clutches. Well, I'm something of a lie-detecting pro. And no one escapes the Phoenix's clutches. I think it's time we got something straight.
Sounded lame.
The fuck is wrong with both of you? Just stop it. What is this? No line of irrelevant questioning?
These are the floor plans of the crime scene. You say you were standing at the entrance, Mr. Tigre. From there, your field of vision would have covered the area something like this.
Indeed, a witness would have had a clear view of the victim's seat.
Isn't that what I just said? I saw the back of the kid's head. Unfortunately for you, that is not possible. If the court would think back, you'll remember that between each of the tables is a tall partition.
Why, that's true.
Now look at the plans again. The truth is painfully obvious. From the entrance, the field of vision any customer walking in ends here.
Oh shit, look at that. Look at that sweat face.
So, from the entrance of the tribunal, you couldn't have seen the victim's seat. But you did see the victim that day, because you met with him!
Wrong. We forgot the old man's testimony yesterday, right? Right. The victim was alone at his table.
Objection! That man was talking shit and you know it. The defense just proved that point to be moot. The victim witnessed by Mr. Kudo was not Glenn Elg, but a fake.
What?
In order to have Mr. Kudo falsely testify, the real killer posed as the victim he had just killed and acted out a charade.
That will do. That will do, pig. That will do. This trial has gone long enough without the obvious question being answered. Who exactly was this real killer who impersonated the victim? You say the killer murdered Glenn Elg. and then impersonated his victim in a performance for Mr. Kudo. In that case, Mr. Wright, reveal the identity of this criminal to the court.
Sure. Fine.
No, I didn't say actually do it. God, just because I asked you, it doesn't even
Obviously, the killer is Furio Tigre. No one else could have done it.
What? Well, with this...
Now that's cute. Yous think you could pin this on the tiger? Maybe yous don't understand. The tiger is king of the jungle. So I dare you to say it again. Come on, you got the guts.
You can't threaten me, Mr. Tigre. I have a ballot. It's the defense. Go ahead and tell him about it, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright!
Sounds to me like it must be you, old man. You's got guts, I'll give you that.
Mr. Wright? You little shit. Get the fuck back here. Don't leave me to have this alone.
Perhaps I can end this embarrassment.
Mr. Godot, please, for the love of God, save me from this bullshit.
Let's just go back over the crew's testimony one more time. Well, man didn't just see just the victim. Oh, no. Oh, no.
George.
Serving girl bottom of Javatino, but you put something in it. There's no question about it. She put a very conspicuously put some white powder in there.
There we go.
It's the Kudo. Are you okay? You sound drunk.
Help!
Help, I'm stuck in a flashback.
I can't escape.
No one goes help this man named George.
Back in my day, we didn't have these flashy flashbacks. Everything was black and white anyway.
But were flashbacks in color?
No, you stupid. Everything was black and white.
Everything wasn't just in one color. Right.
White. Oh, red.
The victim you saw the real
see?
victim or not, that doesn't matter. Fact remains he saw the accused put the poison into the coffee.
Motherfucker. Yes, it was the waitress who poisoned
Objection! Very impressive, Mr. Goodell. But waiting for my absence to launch your attack.
Rob, why don't you wait? Why don't you do the same thing as I do?
Because I literally can't with my setup.
Ah, true.
Found your pen at last, Stripe?
It was in my pocket.
Wow, that's such a pathetic excuse. I can't believe you would pull that right. It's not like as if I would do such a thing. No.
But anyway,
No.
Mr. Kudo
Oh,
witnessed
bitches.
2 people that day. He saw the victim, the supposed Mr. Glenelg, and the waitress from behind.
Oh. Sorry. Yes, your point, Mr. Wright.
I think the conclusion is
Lawrence
obvious.
is a fan of Skeletors behind.
If this Glenelg was really the killer in disguise,
No.
then surely it's possible the waitress was also part of the show.
What? You mean the waitress was just an imposter as well?
The defendant, Miss Bird, fell unconscious immediately after the incident,
I think I went a little out there. Hopefully there isn't it.
and someone used her fainting to hatch an elaborate plan to pin the murder on her.
Secret elaborate plan.
Who on earth was it? Who was this waitress that Mr. Kudo had witnessed?
It was my affair.
That's not my affair, that's Viola. Who on earth is this woman?
Her name is Viola Cadaverini. She's an employee of Tender Lender.
You was
Let's
making
say
a big
full
mistake.
outside.
Do you know who Viola's grandfather is? You better be going home in an armored truck tonight if you know what I mean.
Stop shaking, Nick! Where was I?
it?
Yes, the defendant, Miss Bird, had stated the following. Excuse me.
Alright, shit. Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's true that there was another customer in the restaurant. I don't remember if this is even Skeletor anymore, but this is what it sounds like for now, because I'm fucking lazy. She was sort of creepy.
I thought you said you were fucking a lady.
I mean, I could do that if you want me to, but no one wants to hear that. She had a kind of cackling laugh.
Isn't that what you do?
There are just too many contradictions
That's
in this
Waluigi, you
case.
fucking idiot.
The
No,
second
no,
man
no.
at the victim's table, who nobody but Miss Bird seems to have seen.
The skeleton goes, nyahaha.
The earpiece worn by the victim in his left
Oh,
ear when that
shit.
eardrum was ruptured. And the radio show he was supposedly listening to half an hour after it was over. There's only one logical explanation that clears up all of these contradictions. The whole incident took place twice, once for real and once for show.
It's the number 4.
And Mr. Furio Tigre, the only person who could have committed the crime was you.
Witness, what have you got to say?
That's cute.
Sorry?
You's alright. I could do with a guy like you around. What do you mean? Okay, I'm in on this game. Ugh. I'm gonna have to charter a jet to get to my meeting now, but I'm gonna give yous one more thing to think about before I go. Something to think about? You's got it all wrapped up nice, alright. But you's missed out on one real important thing. But that can't be. I was in the joint that day, and I met that kid too. But I couldn't have poisoned him, you see?
What? Do you really expect us to believe you now, Mr. Tigre?
Ha! What a troublemaker.
The troublemaker.
Cover me.
We're going to need another one for the road. I can fucking see sound! More steaming cup of hot testimony.
I can fucking see sound.
Indeed, witness, you will explain yourself to the court. Why can Mr. Godot see sound? I will also give you one chance to
Fucking
testify.
hot.
What happened that day at 3 p.m. between yourself and the victim?